Hi lovely, welcome to my channel. My name is Afi Elizabeth and I welcome you if you are new, if you are a returning subscriber. Hey sis, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. So today's video we are going to be talking about hacks, shopping hacks. I was going to make it like really fancy, but it's not. Just shopping hacks and ways you can actually, save money while shopping, affordable items that I think will help you out. Why did I repeat the sentence when I already said it? Yeah, shopping hacks. So if you're ready, let's hop right into this video. So I'm all about budgeting. I like to say I am affordable, but I'm also expensive. You know what that means. So yeah, when it comes to shopping, I like to make sure that I'm in my budget and not go over my budget. But I think a lot of people tend to misunderstand these three things: style, fashion, drip. So let's break this down before we go into, these hacks that I have written down that will help you when it comes to shopping. So when it comes to fashion is what the runways are pushing out for you to, see, and they want you to wear, but it's not wearable to work unless you are with people that don't care, like New Yorkers. So yeah, fashion is just what's hot on the runway. Every fashion week to tell you, what's going to be trending, which also leads us to drip. Drip is basically the trending items of the year. So this year we had a lot of vests, we had a lot of quilt jackets, we had a lot of knitwear shown on the fashion runway, and it really did give you an idea on what you will be seeing in stores. If you do walk into a store, you're like, I'm seeing a lot of this. That's the trend, that's the drip. Drip is for the cool kids. Drip is for Gen Z, people that like to, stay hip to what the world is doing. That's drip. Now style, if you got style, you got it all, baby. Okay, so style is basically you. It's your personal style. It's what you like as a person. I like to define style as something that never goes out, regardless of what the world is launching now.
Hey, so I thought I'd pause the video real quick and hop on here so I can re-explain myself about what I mean about style. I didn't explain myself well enough. So someone with style is basically someone who doesn't care about what the world is pushing out, what the runway is pushing out, what is trending out here. They wear timeless pieces. If you have style, you don't need to buy a whole lot because you make use of what you already have in your closet. And when you wear it, you look good without having to be trendy. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Back to the video before it cut me off. Back to the video.
So when you get an understanding of these three things, I promise you everything that I'm going to be talking about will make sense once you get yourself together. Which is why this channel is for you, which I think you should subscribe. Okay, subscribe, because I will be pushing out some content. Once you subscribe, I'll be like, please subscribe, more content to come. Okay, so hacks number one that I think you should do while shopping that will save you a lot of money is shop in a sale rack, or shop the sale rack. Shop the sale rack. I find this to be very useful for me. A lot of people don't like the sale rack because you're like, people might think I'm broke. Sis, it's not about being broke. It's about budgeting, okay? If you learn how to budget, you will have extra money in your account to take yourself to Brazil, Dubai, Bora Bora, because you've been shopping very smart lately. Sis, don't go above and beyond for people. Shopping the sale rack for me, helps me because what was trending on the website, you will still have. A lot of these trends, they price them up and then a couple weeks later it goes on sale. So it's not that you're broke, it's just you are a smart shopper. You see what I'm doing there? You are smart with your money, and you also will feed your kids with what you have left over. Don't go buying Jordans when you have light bills to pay. Okay, don't go buying Fendi when you have bills to pay. I'm just saying, but I'm not saying. So Sale Rack is one place for you to go first. I like to go there first before I go anywhere else because I tend to find most of my jams in the Sale Rack. So definitely look for that first. And I don't know, I just love it. It's affordable. You still on trend. You still have what the other person have, but you just bought it in the most price worthy. Cha-ching. Okay. So number 2 is pay attention to full price items when they drop the price. You have every right to return the items and get your money back while also paying for the sale price. The reason why I say this is because I used to do this a lot, where I would shop for an item and then the next day the item's on sale, and then I get mad because the item's on sale. But if you still have the 30 days when you bought that item, it hasn't been 30 days yet, you have every right to go and return that item so you can buy the price that they are selling it for at the moment. Most people say, well, that's kind of you're being cheap. It's not about being cheap. I'm pretty sure your favorite YouTubers do the same thing. They just don't talk about it. I think it's the most smartest thing ever because you bought the item and the next day it went on sale. That's not fair. That's not fair to me at all. And I'm all about budgeting. I'm all about affordable, buys. So you best believe I'm going to return the item so I can get it on sale. But then again, it kind of goes, it's like because if you do buy something online and it's on sale, you might not get the item in stock in your size. It all depends. I personally think if you buy it in stores, go to that store and explain to them, hey, I bought this item I bought this item in full price and now I'm looking online, it's on sale. Can I return the item and purchase the item back? I've seen a lot of people done it before. My grandma is terrible. I've seen a lot of people that has done it before. I know friends or family that have done it before. And I know my favorite fashionistas that have done it before. So I'm just teaching you something that helped me when it comes to saving money and shopping hacks that not a lot of people talk about. So yeah, you could definitely take an item back if you haven't wore it, you still have a tag on it, and you are still in that 30 days range. If you are after the 30 days range, you wore the items, don't go to the store arguing with people. I worked retail and I've had people come in the store with perfume on their clothes talking about something I ain't wear it. You wore it, sis. You wore it. I'm saying as far as items that you haven't wore but you bought, and then you going online, you saw that it's on sale and you feel like you've been ripped off. Those items, you have every right to go back to the store and tell them, hey, I bought this full price, but online it seems like you guys lower the price and it's now on sale. Is there a way I can buy this with the sale price instead of buying your full price like I did before? And they have every right to say yes, because you haven't worn the item and you haven't, wore it with a tag still on there, making it look like you balling. You have every right, as long as you haven't worn the item and you're still within that 30-day range, not over. Okay, so definitely do that. So number 3 is shop smarter, not harder. Okay. Labels shouldn't prevent you from buying what you need. Let me say it again. Labels shouldn't prevent you from buying what you need. Check out thrift stores. Look at other stores. Shop smarter, okay? I was talking to my sister about this and we had a discussion about thrift stores. Secondhand shopping, for those who don't like the word thrift store. And I was like, you know what? The funniest thing about thrift stores, people tend to disrespect thrift stores because they think it's for poor people, it's for people that don't have money, it's people who wore clothes and you want me to get your hand-me-down. I'm not for it. But when you think about it, when you go to Macy's, you go to Zara, you go to H&M, you go to your favorite stores, Fendi, Prada. Some of those stores, you're actually wearing somebody else's hand-me-down if you don't think about it this way. Well, if you think about it this way, you're actually wearing somebody else's hand-me-down, because some people go to those stores and they buy those items. They wear it for a couple nights with the price tag still on it, and then they go back and return it. Or they go to the stores, they wear it for a couple, days, wherever they're going to, vacation, the vibe, whatever, and they go back and return it. And then you, as a customer, go to that store and you buy somebody else's product without knowing. So if you think about it this way, sis, we thrift store every day. We thrift shop every day. So shopping smarter for me is like one of those things that plays a huge part when it comes to my style. If you have a style, it will benefit you a lot more, because you're shopping for things that you need and not things that you want. And it also helps you with being able to manage your clothes and also your budget. So I do have days where I do go and I splurge on my items, and there are days where I'm like, I'm not about to splurge on this trench coat when I know the thrift store probably have a trench coat just like this, and it might be a brand trench coat compared to this quality that I might spend at Zara, H&M, wherever I'm at. So I highly recommend you to also secondhand shop. If you find a trench coat that you really want online, go to thrift stores first and see if they have something similar. You do have every right to splurge on you. You have every right to spoil yourself. But my main tip for this is for you to understand that don't look down on thrift stores. Don't look down on secondhand shopping. Don't focus on, the label. Don't focus on brands. Don't focus on luxury if you don't have the money for luxury. Shopping smarter isn't just for poor people. Shopping smarter, your favorite YouTuber probably does shop smarter. I know some YouTubers that actually do thrift for these branded items, and they make it seem like they actually went to Fendi and purchased the item, when Fendi was actually at the thrift store. They're just telling you that it's from Fendi. So you really have to pay attention to where you're shopping at, and don't be so concerned about the label, because 80% of the time you're also shopping thrift store wherever you go. You don't know this, but someone who works retail, I knows a lot. Okay, so number 4, shop for what you need, not what you want, which is basically the same thing I said. Number 3, which was shop harder and shop smarter, not harder. No, it wasn't. It was not. But shop for what you need and not what you want. I like to tell people this because I used to be that one person that shopped for what I wanted, and those things that I wanted were never worn. They were just clutter inside my closet. So shopping for what you want will help you, get rid of that clutter into your closet, and will also give you a sense of understanding on what you are lacking in your closet. Like, I had to get to the age that I'm in now, which is 20 plus years, for me to understand that I don't really need this, but I need this because I work corporate, I work, corporate environment, I work those environments. So I need things like this instead of this, which will only last me one day and I'm not going to wear it afterwards. And I do have things in my closet that I've never worn because of the whole trend, and I fell into this trend thinking that I was going to wear them and never have. They still have price tag. So I am suffering the clutterness of reinventing. I'm suffering the clutterness in my closet, and I'm trying to get rid of all that, and it's a headache. So shopping for what you want. Go to your closet. Look at the things that you wear the most in your closet, and write down those things and shop for those higher quality of the things that you have. People like to shop lower prices, but what some people don't understand is if you don't put in the effort into shopping what you need by splurging on what you need, if that's making sense, you're actually wasting a lot more money when you're trying to be cheap instead of actually putting in more effort on your quality items because you need those items and not necessarily want them for no reason. You're actually saving a lot more money if you shop what you need instead of what you want. Hopefully that entire sentence made sense. If it didn't, let me know down below, because sometimes I be doing this and not necessarily this, you know. So yeah. So my last tip is avoid seasonal shopping. Shop summer clothes in the fall and winter clothes in the summer. This is super beneficial for those who focus more on their style instead of trend. Okay, I wrote this down. I wrote this down, so I'm reading it based off of what I wrote down. But yeah, seasonal shopping. Forget all that. We don't do seasonal shopping. Forget it all that. Forget it all. Forget it all. Forget it all that. I like to shop for my winter clothes during the summer because A, it's on sale, and B, you're not missing out on anything. The same thing the person bought that season, you will still have it. You will still have it. So don't be out here splurging your money. And one thing that working retail has taught me as a fashion person is the price changes during the season. Like, stores are trying to get rid of these, you know, high trending pieces that was hot during that season, and they're trying to bring new things. So you best believe that they will mark down the $40 item that you saw at Zara is going to be $10 during the summer, you know. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, shop seasonal pieces during their non-seasonal pieces, seasonal season. Does that make sense? Seasonal weather. So definitely go to stores during spring. If you're looking for fall items, shop for those fall items during the summer. They still have sweaters during the summers. They still have coats during the summer. You would definitely enjoy the price that you pay for those items, and you will save a lot more money if you shop that way. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video just as much as I enjoy making it for you. If you found any of these tips helpful, make sure you like, subscribe, and let me know which tip you have never heard of or never tried before you will want to try. And yeah, that's it. I will see you in my next video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and also share. Bye. If you like what you watch and you want to watch more, check out my two check out my two videos on this side and also this side. My recent and my videos. Yeah.